Good morning, everyone. It is Tuesday, September 8th, and this is episode 15 of the Nekozuki Knits podcast. My name is Katie, and you can find me as Nekozuki Knits on all social media, and you can find the Ravelry group on Ravelry. Obviously, that's kind of self-explanatory, but it's also there as Nekozuki Knits. Yeah, welcome back to all my returning viewers. Welcome to any new viewers. I'm really glad that you're joining me today. I really appreciate it. A couple of housekeeping notes right off the bat. There will not be a shop update September 16th or 17th, as I said on the Ravelry group. I lied. But, well, partly I was going to do it, and then I started looking at how much stock I have for Knit City, how much is currently like going out selling, which is fantastic. Thank you. And I made the executive decision that there will not be a shop update. This will be one podcast, and then there will be one more podcast before Knit City to show you all the new things I've made since the last update, which is a lot, guys. Oh my goodness, there's so much stuff. Like, I'm having problems finding places to put things. Like, I might need to go get another large bin to actually carry everything to Vancouver, and I don't know if I have more room in my truck to carry more to Vancouver. So it's like this whole battle right now to, like, I want more stock. I definitely do, and I need it too from what I've heard from other vendors, but it's like, I don't know if I can fit more. What am I supposed to do? Anyway, on that note, I haven't done a lot of knitting. I did finish something. Socks! Harry Potter socks are done. I did an afterthought heel, and then I added more to the cuff, which is basically, I just added a rib. I tore out the cast off and I added more rib. And so basically, like I told you last time, I wanted to match at least the cuff length to my foot length, and there are no ends woven in. I'm really sorry, but honestly I finished these and then I went back to sewing. So yeah, they're the same length now, and I do have a little bit left, and what I'm thinking of doing with the little bit left, mini socks for Christmas garlands, because they can be stockings. So yeah, I have enough left for that, I think. I hope. I think that would be really cute, and like everybody's doing the like sock memory blankets and everything, and hexie puffs, and I've got the hexie puff pattern, but I'm kind of like, I don't know if I want to commit to that. I don't know if I want to knit another blanket right now. That's more it. I like knitted blankets, but I don't know if I want to knit another one right now. And sorry, I have something up my nose, and I was really croaky earlier this morning, so I'm really sorry if I start croaking again. Anyway, the other thing is out of Malabrigo Arroyo, which is 100% superwash merino. This is the English rose colorway. And I have the exciting ribbing. This is about 1.25 to 1.5 inches if I stretch it. But the cool thing is I did do a tubular cast on. This is going to be a design. It's going to be a sweater vest, and I'm hoping to have it done by Rhinebeck. But maybe, fingers crossed. I have other stuff to finish before then though. So yeah. It's really pretty though, and so soft. It's ridiculous. Now I did pull the, I have the tag right here. So what I'm currently knitting is this online Super Sock 4 Flock Neon Color 2. And 100 grams is 420 meters. So I think that's 460 yards, or very close to that. And that's all I have right now. They're toe-up socks for Dallas. They are technically going to be a design, but there's no patterning or design right now. Sock toes. I'm going a little bit stir crazy, I think. I've been at my sewing machine most every day, all the time right now. However, for some reason, I did get lots of reading done. Probably mostly because I was staying up until 3 a.m. So I finished The Thinking Woman's Guide to Real Magic. I got this on sale, so I don't want to like give you the wrong price. And it's by Emily Corey Barker, and thank goodness it is the start of a trilogy. And I'm sorry if that gave you motion sickness. Really good. Basically, Pride and Prejudice retelling with more magic. More magic than Mary Robinette Cole's, that thing. Glamorous Histories. That's more of a retelling of Beauty and the Beast anyway, but it's kind of set in Jane Austen time. Then the other thing I read and finished, oh, okay, sorry, that last book, The Thinking Woman's Guide to Real Magic, is not a teen book. I would say it's adult, definitely. It's not explicit in any of its scenes, but you definitely know when they're getting it on, or like when desire is like there and all of that. And I don't know, it's definitely high 18 plus. Judge by your own children or teens, whoever's in the house. Next one though, Queen of Shadows by Sarah J. Maas. I'm never quite sure. There's 2 A's in a row. It's a Throne of Glass novel. Again, not for young teens. This one isn't explicit in its sex scenes. But it is, she's an assassin and she doesn't dance around that. And so there's lots of blood and gore and guts and yeah, it's bloody. But again, you can definitely tell when there's also desire. So definitely judge by your own child, but I would say this is at least 16, 17 and up. But it was fantastic. I bought this last Tuesday and I finished it in 3 days, much to the detriment of my sleep schedule. The really cool thing is it's signed. I lucked out. I really lucked out with that. Mostly because I wasn't going to go to the bookstore. And then I went to the bookstore because I was like, well, maybe it'll be out. And they released it early. It wasn't supposed to be out till today. The one I started before I was reading that was The Movement of Stars by Amy Brill. This is more of a historical fiction so far. I'm only 40 pages in. And it's really nice because those other 2 are fantasy. So this is a nice palate cleanser. And I'm also doing really well in sticking to my personal goal of only reading female authors. If you go and check my Goodreads page, I actually finished my goal this year because I read all that manga back in May and June. And, sorry, my cat's playing with my hoodie over here. She's probably going for the ties. Yeah, that's totally it. Anyway, I actually finished, but I added more books, so hopefully I want to read 100 instead of, what was it? It was like 75 or something in 2015. So basically I made up for the manga I read. Then the other one I'm starting is The Queen of the Tearling, which is a very shiny cover. Erica Johnson. And I don't know yet. Oh, Johansson. I'm sorry. Erica Johansson. There's lots of mixed reviews about this one. It's good prose so far, so really that's all I'm looking for. Okay. I have actually recorded this show before, but it was a lot longer. And my battery light is flashing at me very worryingly. So, what am I wearing? I'm wearing the collared petal cape. Yeah, petal cape. It closes at the front with a clasp. You have seen this before because I actually finished this back in May, but I was going back and forth in my debate of whether I wanted to add a collar, and I have. So you can flip the collar up. It gives you a nice like sweetheart neckline, or you can flip it down and it still gives you that nice line. It just makes it sit on your shoulders better, so I definitely am really glad that I put in. It's called the petal cape because it's shaped with short rows, which is in the pattern description, so I'm not giving anything away. But it's shaped with short rows so that you get this nice sweep. Knit out of 4 skeins of Malabrigo Rasta, US 15 needles. I think that's an 11 millimeter. And I need testers. Testers, please. I have the link on the Rav group in the test knitting thread. And I need testers to finish this by September 25th. Hopefully, please guys. I hope someone can. Because I want to have the pattern ready for Knit City. I know this is on me that I should have had it out earlier, and I've been busy. Again, lots and lots and lots of sewing. So please come over and test. It's a really simple pattern. This took me a weekend to knit, plus a little bit for the collar. So I would put it around 15 to 20 hours tops. It's Malabrica Rasta on US 11 needles, and like these sharp rows, it's only one section that you're knitting over for part of it, right? So come over and test, please. And it's squishy and soft, and oh, so soft. I love shawls out of that for some reason, and it's more of a cape. Like I said, it's got like raglan shaping in the shoulders, so it sits nicely, so you can like move without worrying about it. Anyway, part of the reason why I'm recording this is I had forgotten to mention some of the podcasts I've been catching up on recently. So I started watching Knitting Expat, which is with Mina, and she lives in Bahrain, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm really enjoying different perspective on knitting, because she has to knit, like she knits a lot of woolly stuff, but she also knits some stuff that she can like apply and wear in like in her life in Bahrain, which is really cool. So she's originally from London and then moved there with her husband and their 2 cats, and they got 2 Scottish fold cats, and they're so cute. I'm a sucker for cats, obviously. Nekozuki's cat lover in Japanese, so, and we've got 2 tiny overlords here too, who, by the way, inspect everything I do when I sew. So just be aware, there's cat hair in my craft room constantly. And apparently up my nose today. Maybe it's the fluff. Fluff from something. And then what else? I've been catching up on The Fat Squirrel Speaks. I've been watching Two Tangled Skeins, The Knit Girls. I'm waiting for another episode of Knitting in Circles, which will hopefully be soon. And of course Fiber Nymph and Mustache and a few others. I watched, well, okay, so I mostly listen to them while I sew, and then I look up when I hear them talking about certain projects. And so I mostly wanted to mention that, yeah, Knitting Expat. So go check her out. She's on YouTube and she's got a Rav group. And Knit Pug, which is Carrie previously from Two Tangled Skeins. She started recording her own podcast with her pug and herself. And so she's got 1 episode up right now, along with the Ravelry group and everything like that. So you should definitely go check her out because she's fantastic. She's Canadian, and I've really missed seeing her. So I'm really glad that she's back. Now, with that is everything. Oh, okay. So just a final thing on the shop. No more shop updates until after Knit City. How this is working is the shop will remain open until September 27th. I am closing on September 27th in the morning when I get up. And then it will remain closed until after November 7th. I'm pretty sure I said that I would do the next update November 15th. I will do that. November 15th will be the next update. The thing about it is October is just crazy. Like, I'm not even kidding. It's crazy. Because I go to Knit City, come back, and Dallas is home. I have to work that week. And then I go out to Rhinebeck, to Montreal to see my friend, and then Rhinebeck, and then back, and Dallas is home, and I work again, which sucks. I hate working when he's home because he's only home for so long. And then I have 1 week when he's not home, and then he'll help me hopefully, well, no, he will help me the weekend of Calgary Fiber Arts Fair. He'll at least help me like bring everything in and set up and stuff. There will be one more podcast though before the actual like Knit City. I will be podcasting the weekend of, it's posted on Ravelry, but it's the weekend of the 26th, the 27th, somewhere in there. It's going, oh, okay. Yeah, so I'll podcast on the 27th when I close the shop, because then I can show you everything new, because there's lots, guys. Oh my goodness gracious. There's a lot of bags. Like, really a lot of bags. So take a gander at that episode if you want to see what I'm bringing to Knit City. It'll be your own, like, special sneak peek. Besides what I posted on Instagram, but that's not everything that I'm making right now. And let me know if you have any questions in the episode thread that I'll be posting with all the show notes of what I've been doing and all the books I've read and everything like that. And yeah, I'll see you guys all in a couple weeks. Thanks so much for joining me for this super fast episode. And please come over and test my shawl. And you can find Nekozuki Knits on all social media. Find me on all social media as Nekozuki Knits. So Instagram, Etsy, Ravelry, Pinterest, Twitter, Facebook, all of those. Like all of the normal ones that you can think of. And I'll chat with you all in a couple weeks. Thanks so much and have an awesome day. Bye!